Unhappy babysitter meets mom at door, leaves her sick to learn what she took from baby. A mother had trusted one of her husband's longtime friends to be the babysitter of her 4-month-old son. However, when she went to pick him up after work one day, she was caught off guard when the unhappy babysitter met her at the door, and she was left sickened to learn what she had taken from her baby. The mother from Palmdale, California, was excited to pick up her 4-month-old son, Aiden Lopez, from the babysitter's house after work. Unfortunately, as soon as she pulled into the driveway, she knew something was wrong when the babysitter, Brittany Ann Ingrassi, was waiting for her arrival. Sadly, when she opened her mouth, the mother was sickened to learn what the sitter had done. As the nervous mother approached Ingrassi, she was horrified when the trusted woman uttered 3 terrifying words, "He's not breathing." Although the babysitter didn't seem concerned with the child's condition, the now panicked mother immediately called 911. Unfortunately, when Aiden arrived at the hospital, it was discovered that he had been severely abused. According to Crime Watch Daily, he suffered skull fractures and a traumatic brain injury, and unfortunately, after 4 days of fighting for his life, he passed away. Once arrested, Ingrassi pleaded not guilty to charges of second-degree murder, assault on a child becoming comatose, child abuse, and assault on a child causing death, according to Crime Online. In fact, she went so far as to blame the child's injuries on a dog attack. However, she has since been found guilty in the death of Aiden and has been sentenced to 25 years in Century Regional Detention Facility. When prosecutors presented evidence during the trial, it was determined that Ingrassi was unhappy with her work as a babysitter and was under the influence of alcohol when she was watching the child. Instead of being a responsible and normal human being, she decided the only solution would be to harm the child so severely that she ultimately took his life. It's sickening to think that Aiden's parents trusted Ingrassi with their son and are now forced to live their lives without him. When you have a child, parents expect to die first, not have to bury their child. Unfortunately, a sick monster like Ingrassi will never understand what she stole from this family. Sadly, there are more and more selfish people in the world who are willing to harm a child just to make their own lives easier. Clearly, there are a few screws missing up top, considering most of them are now facing their consequences in a prison somewhere. If that punishment isn't enough to make them regret their actions, they aren't going to enjoy God's punishment for what they've done. Although Aiden's parents may never overcome the murder of their son, they can have some peace knowing that he's safe now.